Hey everyone, it's the Earth Bison. I am about 20 miles north of Phoenix, Arizona, maybe a little further than that. We're right above Lake Pleasant, just barely north of it. We're camping out on the BLM land here. We're camped out on an old airstrip right now. It's actually really beautiful out here. I'll give you a look at this is what I see every day since I've been here. It's very beautiful, very serene. And off in the distance you can actually see our little homestead there. Beautiful. Mountains surrounding us. It's green here. Green as the desert can get, I guess. All kinds of exotic looking plants I've never seen before. It's just a complete change of scenery for me. So we're out here and we're doing, we just got done doing the show in Quartzsite, Arizona. That's a 10-day show. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. Very fun experience. Quartzsite is it was kind of like a wet dream for me because I was surrounded by RVers. There's snowbirds, tramps, people hoofing it, people rubber tramping, people living out of their vans. I was next to an old 80-year-old German fellow who sold hats, leather hats. He did really well for himself, and he lived in a Class C. On the other side of us, there's a really nice woman who was a wire wrap artist and sold jewelry and stuff like that, and she lived out of her minivan, not full time, but just while she did these shows. So I've spent so many months researching this stuff and just being able to see it on YouTube, not really surrounded by people of that type. Now I'm in this town, Quartzsite, Arizona. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it, but it's just this town that for 2 months out of the year, January and February, the population goes from 300 up to 30,000, and it's just a town of snowbirds primarily. But I was just surrounded where I was sitting in our booth. There's a main road that went through, and I could see all the rigs, and man, like I said, it was a wet dream just seeing. There's so many ways to do this, and I got to see how everybody got to do it, and just watching the rigs all day and being surrounded by our type of people, and it was a learning experience because we got to form intimate relationships with the vendors that were surrounding us and learn some very vital lessons to vending on the road, and it was just awesome. So Quartzsite was a win. 10 days living right out of our site. In the last video you got to see that whole setup. But now we're out here. We're done with Quartzsite, and we decided, we've been just gun-ho since before we left. A few videos ago I told you how I worked the holiday season during retail, and then after that, so it didn't give me a lot of time to prepare for our trip because I was working so many hours. And then after that is about preparing and trying to leave. And so I had a week there to prepare and try to leave. So it's just work. And then we got snowed in. So it's just about we had a few days of downtime there just waiting for the snow in Michigan to leave us alone so we could sorry, there's traffic. There's not a whole lot of traffic out here. Where we're at right now is an old abandoned airstrip, which is really cool, but the only traffic you get out here, there's one more set of people out here camping, and everything else is just ATV traffic, off-road, because there's so many off-road trails out here. So a lot of people bring their ATVs out here, but you don't really have to worry. There's not a whole lot of people out here. But anyways, so yeah, we hit the ground running before the holiday season there. Didn't stop, We planned on coming out. We actually planned on coming here to Lake Pleasant before hitting Quartzsite because we wanted to get in Arizona a week early. But we weren't able to do that because we got snowed in. The weather kept us there, so we went straight to Quartzsite. Worked 10 days, and it was a lot of work, but it wasn't like work, because it was fun. I had a blast. And but after we got done doing that, we're like, all right, let's take some time off. I call what we're doing right now an artist retreat. We're out here on the BLM land. We're just relaxing. We're gonna do some hiking. There's some trails. We're actually gonna do some biking. There's trails everywhere out here. It's really cool. We're surrounded by wild burros, and I'm gonna try to get some better footage of those. They're just wild donkeys, wild asses, and they're awesome. But I'll insert some footage right here of the wild burros. That is a wild burro. Huh? Recording. So we're out here, we're just trying to make product. She's making ponies, I'm helping her make ponies. I started doing this new thing in Quartzsite. I started making fairy villages, and they turned out really cool. So I'm going to be making more of those, and we're going to do some hiking and just kind of relax a little bit, find our next show, or find our next shows. We're looking to do some rodeos, some arts and crafts shows, some marketplaces, and we're kind of just, this is surreal, we're out here, we're doing it, we did it, we said we were going to do it, we're out here and we're doing it, and that's just, it's so weird that we're here, we're adjusting still, and there's a lot of anxiety at times, sometimes you feel you don't have security. I've been facing a lot of anxiety issues. I didn't realize how afraid I was of heights till I started driving in these damn mountains. And coming through, when I came through, we were coming through Albuquerque, New Mexico, and those mountains kind of gave me a problem. But then we came out of Scottsdale down into Camp Verde area. We went down in that 6% grade, and I don't know if I said in any of the prior videos, but the only problem we're having with our camper is that sucker sways. So we're driving, and you got that sway, and it kind of pulls the van a little bit. We're going down that 6% grade at 80 miles an hour with all the semi trucks behind you. I had to stop down in Camp Verde, and I had a full-blown panic attack. I was crying and everything, like it was bad. Just cause, I've never driven the mountain roads. I didn't even think about it. I've never been out here. I've never driven these roads, especially with a swaying camper on the back of me and a minivan, So it's been an epic journey already, and a very eye-opening experience. And I'm learning even more about myself. I've had this fear of heights. I came out here to climb a mountain. I want to hike up one of these bad boys, but only if there's like a good foot trail, because I'm not going to try to get myself killed. It's beautiful out here. On foot, I'm not so bad. It's just driving in that damn Ruby rocket with a little sway gypsy wagon gave me a problem. So yeah, we're out here. We're gonna do our retreat. I'm gonna get this video posted, get the past few videos I did posted. You're gonna get hit with a couple videos at once because I haven't had good internet connection. We have good internet connection now, which is awesome. Everything's holding up so well. We're boondocking out here on the BLM. But even quartzite, we've just been completely dependent on our non-plumbing water system, you know, just using our water jugs with the spigots on them. We've used nothing but our solar panels for electricity, and those solar panels are charging the battery bank and the batteries very well. We're able to meet all of our electricity needs, and I mean, so far so good. Everything's been excellent. I'm going to show you our little, we just broke down and set up our area here, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of our camp here. I call it the little homestead project, but it's our artist retreat. I'll show you what we got going on here. But isn't this terrain just beautiful? Oh, real quick, so you can see you've got the long airstrip here. Okay, we're out here doing work down here in this tent, and Sandra says, "Justin, look," and right up out of the sky, I swear, this old one engine, I don't know if it was one engine, it had one propeller on the front. It looked classic, like an old World War II plane. Came down, it must have been, oh man, it was beautiful. It must have been like 20 feet over our head. Like he was just playing around, but he came right over our head. We could see inside his cockpit and everything. Sandra just waved, and then woof, he took back off into the clouds. It was cool. It was awesome. Here's Sandra, right here. She's going to town on the ponies, and I'm just helping her cut out the designs and stuff them. Say hi, Sandra.
Hi.
There's Emmy in the chair. She does well when she's in the camper, but she's a little afraid to be outside. This is our little workstation we've got going on right now. The artist retreat, little sweatshop out in the middle of the desert. And we're pretty high up. The roads, I mean, we are way back in the boonies. Like the roads going here are crazy. They wind around all these hills, and we're quite a while. I mean, it'd be a hell of a bike ride even to get to a close town. I don't like being that far out, but in the same sense I do, you know. But here's our solar panels. They've been holding up well. Charging the battery bank right there. Everything's doing well out here. So we're gonna get back to work, but I just wanted to give everybody a quick update. So adventure on, brothers and sisters. Until the next time, we're definitely headed into Tucson area eventually, but we don't know where we go from here, and that's the best part. We know that we're here right now, so